Mask on or off? Just 2 days after the CDC lifts the mask mandate, both indoors and outdoors, for those who are fully vaccinated, still lots of confusion. Different states with different policies. Some businesses are saying keep that mask on. Others are saying you can take it off. I'm Dawn Timoney. Alex George, you ran into a lot of people today without their masks.
Dawn, that's exactly right. A lot of folks without their masks and a lot of folks still wearing their masks. Now, this confusion is coming after large corporations like Trader Joe's, Costco, and Walmart are announcing that they are lifting their indoor mask mandates. But here in New Jersey, Governor Murphy has said that those mask mandates will continue for a couple more weeks. So the people here are asking, what is going on?
I think there's a lot of confusion out there on whether or not the state is running what we're supposed to do versus whether or not it's what the president's saying.
In downtown Collingswood, this vaccinated group took their masks off outside but put them back on to eat dinner.
The president said we don't need a mask, but then everywhere we go,
we have to wear a mask. In New Jersey, people are wondering if individual small businesses will lift their mandates, but technically, Murphy has kept the mandate despite the new CDC change.
Federal versus state, what's the rule?
What is the rule? Yes. What's the answer?
Which means these New Jerseyans are still supposed to wear their masks indoors, vaxxed or not. But outdoors, it is okay to leave them behind, which not everyone thinks is the right move.
I think we're asking for trouble. I think it's too soon. So I think it's coming, but I don't think it's here yet. So when we have everyone vaccinated, we can take them off. But until then, you don't know who's vaccinated and who's not.
Over in Pennsylvania, the restrictions have been lifted, except in Philadelphia. The city is still evaluating. But today, many still ditched the masks outdoors.
We're definitely still wearing masks indoors, wearing masks around people. I think right now walking around, no mask, but my wife over here wearing her mask, obviously, but yes, still wearing masks.
Confusion remains as businesses say despite Philly's lack of change, this may mean enforcement could loosen up.
We have signs up that ask people to put masks on. We have masks available here for people that don't have them. And at the same time, we're not going to refuse somebody that doesn't have one on there. I mean, people are taking their masks off to eat, you know, and so we're not going to run anybody out. But at the same time, we are asking people to continue to wear the mask. You know, it's benefiting us all right now.
Philadelphia residents we talked to said another part of the confusion comes in when they cross state lines, even if that's just to go to their work, if they're allowed in the office, or maybe they come to the Trader Joe's here in New Jersey all the way from Philadelphia, and the rules can be different. So even though the corporation Trader Joe's has lifted their mask mandate here in New Jersey, that mask mandate is still in place. Dawn?
All right, interesting. Alex George, thank you. Walt Disney World in Orlando and Starbucks are the latest big businesses easing their mask requirements. Starbucks saying in a statement yesterday face coverings are optional beginning Monday unless local laws require them. And Disney says that while masks are still needed at rides, you can take them off at outdoor common areas. They join other businesses like Trader Joe's, Sam's Club, Walmart, and Costco in losing mask orders. So where do states in our area stand when it comes to masks? Pennsylvania following CDC guidelines, so fully vaccinated people don't have to wear one inside or out. New Jersey, as Alex George just mentioned, Governor Phil Murphy says the state's mandate will stay in place for a few weeks. Delaware announcing its mask mandate will expire on May 21st. And of course, the Philadelphia Health Department is continuing to evaluate the situation. Turning to your Fox 29